Lodging here, it's important to know that you're not going to be going into one huge lodge. As we've explained before, we're spread over 4 counties. We have 6 different camps. So the experience you get at some outfitters, you show up, you don't know who's there. You show up, there's, you know, not knocking this by any stretch, but you got 3 guys hanging out on the couch and there's whiskey bottles everywhere. And, you know, I brought my kids. I get it. I know camps are going to have other people in them, but it's not that environment here. The biggest camp I really have could sleep 8 people from the same party if a couple of them were cool with staying on an air mattress. Like, these places are not big and they're not fancy, but what they are is clean and they're modern and they're furnished. So you're gonna have everything you need there. You're not gonna be grossed out by it. You're not gonna have, you know, mouse turds on your bed. If you do, I mean, something just broke in, you gotta say something. I mean, we are in the country, but it's not like these places aren't well kept. Your sheets are gonna be clean. The food's gonna be good. If you're semi-guided, brings up a good point. Semi-guided hunters are gonna have to cook their own food, or at least prepare to. You might end up in a camp that already has food going, and then you can just pitch in and join us. But semi-guided, the one thing you do have to take care of is your own food and your own transportation to and from the blinds, because it takes an incredible amount of hours for us to do all that for you, and it doesn't take much for you too, because you're already eating and driving. So as far as the lodging goes, though, the smallest place I have, just like a 1-bedroom stone cottage. It's clean, it's old, and it's really cool. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Like, you can walk out the front door and you're on one of the creek beds. You may or may not be hunting it. I mean, it just depends on what deer are moving around in there at the time, but you're out in the country. The Kressler cabin is a nice big, I think it's a 4-bedroom place. They got a pool table, big screen TV, the vaulted ceiling is all, it's nice, it's really cool, and it's as close as 5 minutes, a 5-minute walk to one of our stands from there. So I mean, you might, again though, you might be driving a half an hour from that cabin to hunt, because if the deer aren't working on the place that's 5 minutes away, well, why would you want to hunt there, you know? But the point is, a lot of these places are like out in the country. We have a little bed and breakfast down in Grainfield that's actually in town. There's a little bar, pizza place like 100 yards away. It's kind of cool, you know, but it's not out in the country. If you demand to be in the country, which a lot of people do, we can offer that. We have them. We got another cabin up in Lenora that's really cool. It's in the middle of 515 acres. It sleeps 4 guys, or 4 people rather, sorry. You know, that place there, people usually do hunt that farm because it's one of those places that just produces consistently. But it's important to know that if you do have food included on a guided trip, this isn't the kind of place where you can count on ordering a medium rare steak and getting medium rare steak. You might get a rare steak and say, hey, throw that back on, or it might be medium well, and I'm sorry. You know what? We do our best. It's busy, especially if we're pulling deer out of the woods and we run back at steak night. We're trying like hell to put it together, and it just got late. We might just make brats tonight and then steaks tomorrow. I mean, food's always good, and when Mike's cooking, it's excellent. But I don't know which camp you're gonna be in. Is Mike gonna be cooking for you? I don't know. I cook some good food. We have good people coming into camp that make great food, but it's important to realize that this isn't the type of situation where someone's gonna be waiting on you hand and foot. You're not gonna be able to do that here. You're gonna have to, you know, be a little flexible on time to eat. If you come in late, it's not gonna be hot. You know, we don't stay, this isn't a central location where we live on base. You know, we live in our own houses that are close to your place, and we come by to serve dinner. If you're out with your guide looking for your deer and you come in late, do you might have to throw something in the microwave. I would rather tell you this now and you prepare for it than have you come into camp and be mad about it. It seems like these things aren't unreasonable. This is a hunting trip, not a ski package. And you know, if that's what you're looking for, there's places out there that you want to hire, but it certainly isn't me. All that said, we do eat well. We do have good food, and I'd say you're not going to go hungry ever. There's always plenty of junk food to eat as well as good food as well. So the one thing that I do ask anybody coming into camp is announce if you have any allergies or food restrictions so we can take care of it on our end.